What?
It's Sprout Day. Another big day. Just now, I'll tell you why we haven't been out today. We got back. There goes the bag. Grab that before the bag goes into the water. We don't want that to soil the thing.
What are you doing?
Hey?
What are you doing?
I'm preparing dinner for you. I'm going to steam the sprouts. Give me the bag. So we got back and we found that we found this before we left, that the depth sounder doesn't work. We can't tell how much what the depth of the water is. So we've had a man here checking the transponder, transducer, and he's put a new one in and put a measuring gauge on it, and it wasn't the transducer at all. Transducer at all. It's something else. So we've taken both the GPSs out of the flybridge and the helm down here, and he's spent the whole day there at $200 a minute, and now he's just scampered away. He's a good man, and so we've just managed to burn up $800 while he's been here for no reason.
And did he fix it? Did he fix it?
Of course he didn't fix it. And you know what he said when he left? I'm not knocking him, he's a very good man. He said, why don't you get a stick with some measuring marks on it? He said, and when you think you're going to run out of water, put it over the side and see if you can feel the bottom, and then when you bring it up, see where it's wet to, and that'll tell you how many feet of water you're in. We're on a $800 million boat, we're just measuring it.
With a bucket.
We're measuring it with a stick. Go down to Bunnings, he said, and get some doweling and mark out every foot, and so that if you think you're getting short or shallow in water, stand down the back and just put a thin stick down. If you can feel the bottom, just measure how much water you think's under the boat. How about that? We're out in the middle of Bass Strait, bobbing and weaving, riding 8-foot swells. And I say to you, I'm not sure if we're going the right way here. Go back and stand on the back transom with that measuring stick, will you? I'll just keep the boat on an even keel for as long as I can. But make sure that you tether yourself to the back and put a life jacket on and take the EPIRB with you. Can you believe it? It's magnificent. Anyhow, that's a sprout. I'm going to cook that and I steam them. And I'm going to surprise for you, Sue, with the. Do you know what I've got? I've got absolutely now. I've got obsessed with gay times. No, I'm not. I've got obsessed with gay times. I said, if you want to have a gay time, unwrap one of these. It's fantastic. How do they get away with them? The man who invented cheese, Mr. Coon, he had to change the name. Coon cheese. He wasn't allowed to call the cheese.
Here comes dinner. Oh, look at that.
Look, it's prime fillet, and it's cooked by the prime chef of the era, really. And we're sitting on the back of the boat. It's overcast, but it's warm. We're sitting out the back like all civilised people would do. The people next door are sitting on the back of their very nice yacht doing a crossword. And as I walked by, I thought, I'll test the water. I said, give us a clue. He said, what? I said, give us a clue. He said, oh, what is a triangle with unequal sides called? Now, I haven't been to school for 60 years. And I thought, that's embarrassing. I should know what. It's not an equilateral triangle. It's not an isosceles. And I said, just a minute, I got something cooking. So I came in here and I Googled it. And I said, I reckon it's called a scalene. And he said, I think you're right. He said, I seem to remember that. And I walked back here and I thought, no, I can't get away with that. And I walked back there and said, mate, I cheated. He said, did you? He said, thanks for telling us. I thought you were smart. No, very nice people. A scalene, there you go. I never heard of a scalene. That's it, we're going to eat that now.
Ooh, beautiful.
Hey?
I didn't know where you went. Where did you go?
My very favourite.
What is it?
It's a gay time.
Hey, where'd you sneak them into? I didn't see you sneak them in the
stupid market.
Stupid market?
They're up there. They got different flavour gay times, you know.
You're feeling a bit happy, are you?
They got rainbow gay times there. They're all different alphabets. And did I tell you about Mr. Coon? I told you about Mr. Coon. He had to change the name of his cheese.
Yeah.
He wasn't allowed to call the cheese after his family name.
Mr. Coon. You gonna eat it or what?
I'm going to eat the stick for roughage. I'm going to eat the paper. I'm going to eat the lot. I'll snort it.
What are the other two in your hand?
Well, they're for you.
Yeah, right.
One of them's for you. Otherwise, I don't know which one.
Share and share like fat. You don't share at all.
The milk chocolate Magnum.
And they're not milk.
What?
They're not milk.
Well, they're white. I mean, white chocolate.
Bet you they're not. Because you're in the brown paper.
They're fucking white chocolate. Look.
Oh, I
What
take
do you
that
think
back.
that is?
The white one.
No, I'll put it off. You eat it. With the good googly eyes. Even twice the size. He went. Are you filming this?
Yeah.
Come on. Where are you? I can speak to you so I can look at you.
What do you got?
Hey?
Biscuits.
So, did I tell you this? Did I tell you this? A bloke went into a bar and he had a glass eye and he took it out and he put it in his glass and he forgot that he'd put it in his glass and he swallowed it. He swallowed his glass eye. He went to the doctor. He said, "Doc, I swallowed my glass eye." And the doctor said, "Look, take some Laxates or some paraffin, go home. You'll eventually pass it." He said, just check the toilet every couple of days. You'll probably hear a chink under the china in the toilet. So he went back 4 days later. He said, "Nothing, haven't passed it at all." The doctor said, "All right." He said, "Take your gear off." He said, "Bend over." He said, "Let me see." So he put a miner's lamp on, the doctor, and he said, parted the cheeks of his ass, and he looked up and he said, "No," he said, "I can't see anything." The bloke said, "That's funny, I can see you."
That's sick.